Hey, good morning, everyone. Today we'll be doing stuff a little bit differently, and I realize I'm talking to just 80 of you in the audience, but you guys are going to be instrumental. Today we're actually going to end the talk at exactly 9:30. So, it's up to you guys to yell at all the people who are wasting time on this talk, get them to stop talking and get to the point. So we're gonna try this for today. We'll just end straight at 9:30, and see how that goes. Tiger of Trades is confused, but everyone else is saying nice. Granted, they said nice before I announced these things, so uh, we'll see. Yes, that's right. Only you can stop shitty plays. Um, Hopefully, this will bring up more quality discussion, more quality uh, talks, and then afterwards, everyone can disperse into the various voice channels. So hopefully that helps. Um, that being said, the clock is ticking. So, Small Hand, welcome, and anyone else who wants to talk, feel free to raise your hand. Small Hand, what you got for us?
Yeah, I see gold making a really strong move. I sold my silver too early and it hurts me bad. But I think there's probably still room to run on that trade. So I think like gold miners look decent. Um, Still trying to figure out which ones to pick, but maybe a GDX or something like that. Probably be an options play.
Morning, everybody.
Did you say you'll give us that options play, or you're making an options play?
Yeah, I'm still looking at the options chain, but I think I'm probably chasing at this point. I sold my silver too early.
All right, I got a
So
play.
I'll drop it in
So,
here.
All right, let's hear the play.
all right, so the play is SMCI. I bought this option contract yesterday. I bought it for $2.85, and the company is called. Give me 1 second. Well, anyways, it's a $100 strike put that expires on 4/28, and right now last night I was getting kind of finicky about it. I'm not sure if I made the correct play, but right now it's currently trading at $102, as it was yesterday at $108, and it still looks like it's going down. That is it for now. I believe it still has room to go just a little bit down, maybe a couple dollars more. I'm considering selling at open. I know it'll be up by a lot, so. Or at least selling half on the double. So I'll get my investment back and then roll the rest for profit.
Excellent. Always loving to see that half on a double strategy come up. Thanks, Alexander. Mask, do you want to take us quickly through today's chart astrology?
I'm glad you asked opinion because Tard astrology was a sidestep, or at least the moon was a sidestepping ass motherfucker today. The original trajectory where it was yesterday, where it was supposed to end, actually didn't end. He sidestepped today, so it was almost like completely parallel, but it's a little bullish. Like the moon is up a little bit from where it was previously, so the star stream is almost parallel, but it's going towards the upside, and that's telling me that the market is going to be pretty volatile today, but it's going to end green. So, this has been your daily chart astrology, ladies and gentlemen.
Very nice. Appreciate it as always, Mask. And I think little bit of green will be a relief for some people to hear. Um, Maybe not really a relief per se, as SPY has been just continuously stepping up and up. Today's slightly red in pre-market, but there's no big news, at least for the U.S. today. Uh, no economic data coming out that might shift that. That being said, uh, we did have the unemployment rate here in Canada, and it is just very slightly lower than consensus. So, good job, my fellow Canadians, on being employed. Um, Tomorrow we've got non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate, both at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. So it's good stuff. Let's look for some more plays. Mr. Java or Nervous Structure. What do you guys have for us?
Hey guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Oh, can I just throw one real quick because it might go bad real fast. VORB. I don't know if anybody followed the call this morning on Virgin. Rumor is cash infusion, but I'm posting in the chat right now the possibility. Maybe something to look at, guys. Just a 5-cent call. All right, that's all I wanted to say real quickly for kind of degen.
I exited my Pepsi calls yesterday at 60%, so I was happy with that. I am actually looking exactly at Pepsi again still, but not for a call. I might be looking to enter a put somewhere when it reaches the 185 to 190 mark. I think they will have topped a 52-week high or close to it, if I remember correctly, and I'll be looking for a reversal on that.
Interesting. I'll start with Nervous. 5-cent call? I didn't even know they made them that cheap.
I mean, look at the leap on it, basically. I mean, the way I'm thinking is, it's cheap to do, but I mean, Branson cash infusion, why not? You know, one reporter who was on the call earlier tweeted out and leaked the fact there's a rumor of a 32 mil infusion, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a pretty risky play, but yeah, it's cheap as hell and it's pretty good at picking up a couple of them. I threw it over in the chat for a second on the option strat. If y'all want to take a look, that's I think for forget actually how many that one was. That was for 50 of them. At the worst case was 10 cents on the leap, but I mean you can get a lot cheaper.
Well, Godspeed. Oh, sorry. This was Orb for some reason. I was thinking VRB. Oh no. Yeah. Mr. Java just disappeared.
Bullshit
Well,
space.
sorry.
Oh, the bullshit space stock, the Virgin Origins thing.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. When you said VRB. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're about to be bankrupt. Is the point? I guess they already started filing for organizational, and I mean, just the way I was thinking was, hey, you know, there's always a chance that he'll infuse some more cash into it. So that was that, and then the rumor came out about a half an hour ago.
Sorry about that. I think I accidentally stepped down when I went to go look at the comments.
No worries. For those looking for the comments, should be in the top right, or if you're on mobile, you can just swipe. But I did want to ask you about Pepsi. I mean, it's literally been straight up for the past month. So what makes you think this is like the top, or are your calls just expiring? Or?
So, no. I always play my calls at least a month out. Like I'm more of like a 4 to 5 week call guy. I had 180 calls. Let me actually look at my expiration. I want to say it was 428.
All right, while he's doing that, I'll just give you, I'll just point out that this is a good time where a lot of people will say Pepsi is a boomer stock, and yeah. It is. But
well, here's the thing. I mean, I don't put feelings to stocks. I'm not like, oh, boomer stock, this stock. So what I was looking at actually was, if you look at the chart on Pepsi, it doesn't necessarily ascend in a very steady manner. It actually has quite a bit of small volatility. And the thing that I like about that is that it then makes it easier to pick up like either a call or a put, kind of bank on it pretty quickly, get like, 40, 50, 60%, turn around, let it go in the opposite direction, or let it continue in that direction, try to figure out where it starts to either hit resistance or lose support, and then kind of try to play the opposite play. But if you look at their chart, you'll see that there's a lot of volatility there just in like small segments, but it does continue to trend up.
I heard volatility.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with volatility.
I think we all love a bit of volatility, but you're absolutely right. I'm looking at this, I'm looking at it on different time frames, and yeah, even though if you zoom out, it'll look like it's just steady up. It's you can see it pretty much everywhere. There's these swings, and that means
What led me to this at first was the I'm sorry. We were talking about water, and I was just thinking about increased water sales with like the storms and the derailments and the chemicals, and I was just like, man, there's like a lot of water. Then I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, it's also March Madness as well too, so I know that there's going to be a giant uptick in like snack sales and stuff, and then there's also the drought that's in California. Now that could actually go either way for Pepsi, because technically they bottle their Aquafina in California, but they're bottling it at such a cheap price, but then they're turning around and selling it to people. So, I mean, I was like, well, let me go ahead and try to play this on a hunch. So I bought a couple calls at 180, and lo and behold, it went up 60%. So I was cool. I was happy with that. So I ducked out.
well, dang, very nice. Any other thoughts you want to share on Pepsi before I open it up to Scald?
Nope. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna kind of watch that, and I may occasionally play that again based off of either support and resistance. I'm not confident in support right now, just because it is nearing a 52-week high. So I'd like to see it test and break that before I would continue on calls. But I'm also not confident enough in putting puts on there just yet, because like Nvidia, there is just some magical support out there that I don't know where it's coming from.
I think the answer for that question might just be institutions and the fact that their revenue is solid as heck. I don't know, but now that we're up to a bit over 300 people, I do want to remind everyone that joined in a little bit later that today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to end the talk straight at 9:30 and ask people to move on over to all the different VCs we have going on. And once market opens, maybe in the future we'll do 10 a.m., but for today we're going to try 9:30. So let's keep it high quality, let's keep it on topic, and let's discuss more plays. And there's no one better to ask for plays than Scald. Scald, are you here? Or are you driving through the cornfields?
I am driving.
All good. Well, whenever you're free to talk, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah. In the meantime, I've been looking at Park Lawn. I don't have any opinions just yet, but as a big lover of consolidators and roll-ups, I was interested after somebody mentioned it in the comments, because I noticed that they haven't seen the same rise that their biggest competitor, SCI, has in the past. Something that actually was very interesting to me about SCI, though. By the way, Park Lawn and SCI are both funeral care, or what they call death care businesses. So they manage funerals, crematoriums, etc. Was that SCI was like way bigger back in the day, and yet their market cap was lower because they were just doing all these acquisitions without really concern, without for ROI, ROIC, etc. So very interesting to see that they shifted strategy. They sold all their overseas, operations. It only made it U.S., Canada, and focused their home base here. And their stock was up, significantly. Now, I'll be clear, this happened over a course of like 15 plus years, and their success in this industry is by no means guaranteed as up and to the right as Mr. Java's Pepsi. But it's an interesting industry that I hadn't really thought about. The ticker is PLC.TO for the Canadian one. I think market cap's just under $1 billion. And then there's SCI. But again, I haven't done my full due diligence. This is by no means a big endorsement. Just that it's an interesting industry that I am thankful for chat to have come across. Yeah, that's reminds you of the first season of Shark Tank. I'm very curious what you mean by that, business union. SCI Ranger. Yeah. People die. Indeed, calls on SCI. Wait, that rhymes. Interesting. Must be true. But yeah, that's my little brain teaser for you guys today. Mr. Java, someone from the YouTube comments says snow levels are high in Cali, and could be good for Pepsi's bottle company. I don't know how that makes any sense. Do you make any sense of that?
Yeah, I think I was reading something. I only briefly glanced over the snow levels, but I'm still seeing that the drought is going to be very persistent this year. So I don't think that's going to play in it as much as the small headline that hit about that. If you look at, there's actually a shortage in salmon, and they're talking about how that the California drought is affecting the shortage in salmon. The Californian fisheries are actually banned from fishing salmon as well too. So and I noticed a price increase on my salmon at Costco by $1.50 a pound. That's a lot for salmon to go up, I thought, especially at Costco. So I'm looking into see like what would be the best play for that as far as like the drought on California goes, but I haven't necessarily drummed up anything solid that I would put my money on.
Just on the side note on that, so I don't know how much you know about salmon farming in general and about seed stock and everything, but salmon is significantly down about 65%, if I remember correctly, this year from last, as far as the spawning availability for California. I wish I could recall. I think it's like 19,000 or something is the total or the in-river return, and the hatchery is like 5,000 or something right now is all it is. Just so you know, it's like an ebbing kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of what happened to Alaskan king crab, like what was that, 2 years back?
Yes. When prices spiked though.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is a hidden force in the salmon market, and that hidden force is Costco. For those of you that don't know, if you go to Costco's headquarters, you will see salmon painted on the walls. Why do you see salmon painted on the walls? It's because Costco's sustainable fisheries have led to a 650% increase in salmon population in Costco's fisheries compared to other fisheries in the world. They are credited with single-handedly saving some entire populations of salmon. And I would say that if your play is going to be short salmon, I'd long Costco because they're going to have access to the only salmon left.
That is not a bad take on that.
Well, it's just an interesting piece of corporate lore there of Costco saving a bunch of salmon.
No, that's amazing. Like, I thought you were like trolling me for a quick second. I'm like, oh no shit. I'm like, he's being kind of serious about this.
No, they really did. They really invested a huge amount into making sustainable salmon fisheries in the 1980s and 1990s. You guys have all seen the viral YouTube video of like the salmon cannon, where they like are throwing them in this tube and it's shooting them upriver. Like, that was part of, they were partially involved in those kinds of initiatives.
I do want to mention that the play that I had brought up earlier, opinion or SMCI. It's currently trading at a 101.90. CI, the play that I had brought up earlier is called supercomputer chip. And since someone in the comment section says that it was a nice play for today, why didn't I bring it up yesterday? I did. But I do have another play for anybody that's listening. Nvidia, expiration date 4/28, $220 strike put. Says it's a degenerate play, but I feel like Nvidia's overextended and it's overpriced already. So
I like the play, just not the date. I'd push that back to June if I was.
yeah, I should have done June, but I feel like kind of a degenerate play anyway. So I technically used my 4/28 SPY profits to kind of fund that. So in theory, I'm not losing any money.
Yeah, I have a 250 put on Nvidia with a expiration of 6/16, and I'm looking to potentially gather more of those. I think Nvidia is going to have another leg up here coming up, so I might actually buy a short-term call that'll probably have like either a 4/28 or a 5/05 expiry. And like just look to try to scalp a quick like 20% or something like that, especially off of the drop yesterday. And then literally flip that around and put that into more puts for 6/16. But my strike price was a little higher. It was 250. Even though my expectation or hope, should I say, is more like 180, but I don't know if that'll actually happen.
Anybody keeping an eye on this YVR thing from this morning? Or from yesterday, I guess?
No, I didn't see anything about that. One last thing I wanted to say about the fishing play is that I am just to kind of let you know what I'm even looking at. It's a little bit of a weird play. I lost some money on it like a year ago, but it was AQB Aqua Bounty, which actually ARK Investments is invested in as well too. I think their stock was like 55 cents or something stupid like that. But I'm just wondering with the fish shortage and stuff, if that is going to see a pop up. Again, I don't know. I'm just looking into it. I just wanted to let you know what I was looking into.
What up, losers?
What up, Simple? Mr. Java, thank you for the AQB mention. I'm going to put that in the not a play section here. I'm just maybe trying to transcribe some. I feel like I'm missing some, so feel free to let me know which ones I'm missing in the comments. For those who just joined and Simple, I want to remind you guys, new format. We're ending this strictly at 9:30 a.m. So keep it clean and keep it on topic and keep it high quality. Yeah, what you got for us, Simple?
Just wanted to come here and say that if BBBY went 1,000% up, it would still be at $3. Wow, it's incoming, boys.
Very nice.
Well, I want to see your sources on that. How do you know that's true? That's just bud, sir.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing called math.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know any math.
Fuck that shit. Fuck math. Somebody's mentioning the ape. What was it? Yeah, the ape situation is really interesting. Does anybody know what's going on with the ape today? And I'm muting this WallStreetBets sound. This is too loud. Or just tone it down a little bit.
What's going on? Just right click it and change the user volume for yourself. But
okay. Because
Besides
super
the
loud. So the ape situation is really interesting. I mean, nothing went on today. It's down 11%, but the whole idea is I'm reading what people are writing. Yeah, the ape tumbles because the core rejected the share settlement. It's a fascinating tale of AMC and ape backholders scamming themselves. It really is a fascinating tale. Like this is gonna go. This has to be a movie. The way AMC shareholders scam themselves. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So the short story is
Masterful trolling. The short story is the chat.
Defense is killing me. I guess we'll never know the short story. Maybe we'll know the long story. Oh, there he is.
I thought he was building up the suspension.
no. I just simply just hit a car. No. So the short story is they wanted to do a conversion. They wanted to do a conversion from ape into AMC stock, but it was rejected. Which was, I mean, it was a normal thing to do for the court, because they wanted to do a 1-to-10 reverse stock split. I mean, it's just fucking insane. So whoever is holding AMC on ape or ape, fucking clown and kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. It's a joke. But yeah, kill yourself.
Whoa. I think you mean make yourself a tuna sandwich, right? That's what I'm hearing. But
No,
yes.
it was a joke. It was a joke.
Okay. Yes, Bumblebee tuna. That is a weirdly specific GIF, Zombie Bull. But yeah, interesting times for the apes for sure. Is anyone still trading the memes? GameStop, AMC, BBBY. I think it's fair to say that all the other memes are no longer memes. It's just really down to those three, and soon might be down to two because bankruptcy.
Well, we have some people that have AMC positions.
Oh,
yeah, what, didn't Rad the Reptile have an ape position? I mean, I thought Rad the Reptile did.
He's not here. Where is he? But interesting.
I believe he does have a position in ape.
Eyes of the Valley, you want to come up and tell us why?
Why, Eyes? Why? How could you do this?
To yourself.
Well, I'm in GameStop for the marketplace and AMC because there's too much dumb shit going on.
What marketplace?
The NFT marketplace.
How is that going?
Well, they did just reintroduce a whole bunch of video game NFTs and stuff, so they're going in the direction that I want them to. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Well, what do you think about, they're literally the whole engineering team just getting laid off? And also, question, what about the fact that they didn't even mention it on their previous earnings, which must, at least to me, signal that it's not yet material, not material at all? Question.
Who goes off of fundamentals?
Yes.
No, but on a more serious note, I'm not saying that they're doing the absolute best job with the marketplace, but the simple fact that it kind of exists means that I'm going to have a small position in it just in case.
You know what? I respect it. But if you said that you're there because of their reconstruction of the company, I would say that's a legit reason. The NFT marketplace is making how much income for the GameStop? What's the actual volume on NFT marketplace? Because the last time I checked it, it was like, I don't know, $100 a week.
It has been steadily decreasing, yes, but I'm thinking much more of like 5 to 10 years where they have the prime opportunity to make video games a collectible again. And if they manage to get it into collectible status, they might actually be able to start picking up some revenue.
No, it's not gonna happen. But thank you for your input. Why are you holding AMC though?
Because the hedge fund that bought a whole bunch of Ape is not going to let AMC go much below $3 because it wouldn't make much sense to trade Ape to AMC if it's less than $2.
What's the hedge fund that bought Ape?
For that specific, you'd have to ask Rad the Reptile because I believe he's the one that knows that.
So Antara Capital, I'm looking at it right now. You understand that with the same, I mean, I don't understand, but I'll explain it to you. It's the same shit they did with BBBY. So they buy the stocks, they buy the options, whatever, and they sell it to the retailer, just scooping like a couple of cents on a dollar.
I'm not questioning whether or not it's going to happen. I'm questioning when it's going to happen.
Are you high?
Will be in 20 minutes.
No, but I can hear it in your voice, like you're smoking
I'm
something.
Vaping my nicotine, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I have some slight social anxiety, so excuse me.
No, don't relax. We're all friends here. We're just fucking with you. You're fine. Everybody gets the hate. Doesn't matter the stock. Trust me. I didn't mention a stock that I bought that people didn't hate it, so it's all good. It's all good.
But I don't think AMC is going to go much below $2 in the next like 3 or 4 months. So I have cash secured puts out in June, I believe, for $3 strike.
Dude, AMC is going to go bankrupt, but it is what it is.
Well, hopefully not in the next 3 months.
Yeah, good luck. But
I'm just not sure how much appetite there is for legacy media, like going to see a movie, especially after I don't think cinema ever rebounded to its pre-COVID numbers, right? So I mean that's tough.
You know what the AMC apes never mentioned, which is actually like a great thing for the AMC, is what's the name of I forgot, the Oscars, the committee for the Oscars are proposing a rule that the only movie that can be nominated is the type of movie that had like I don't know how many showings in a theater, and that's like being discussed right now. And I went to the AMC subreddit, like nobody even mentioned it, and that's the biggest bull case for AMC that I have ever seen from the COVID levels, and nobody even fucking mentioned it. If that passes, that's a good sign for the company. Uh, 23 Moo. Simple sounds like a zombie bull when he talk crap about BBBR, then in Moonshot, I missed it. Dude, if people listen to me about BBBY, there will be a lot more people with money in their pockets. Come on. Come on. I try to warn them. Multiple fucking times. Don't buy the BBBY. The amount of hate that I got in that period was fucking insane.
There.
Should have listened,
Simple.
but whatever.
Simple, you can cry on my shoulder.
You know, the topic that I wanted to talk with everybody. Yeah, go ahead, Pigeon.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, we got 24 minutes left. What's the other topic you got?
Yeah, so I was just checking the popularity of the stocks. It's a dumb metric to check, even to put into the consideration. But this is based on the mentions on the socials, on the actual buy-in and sell orders. And what surprised me is I wanted to hear what you guys have to say. Is Peloton is still fucking up there. Peloton and Neo, like, I don't fucking get it. Are you dudes buying like Peloton or Neo? Like, do you know anybody? Like, these metrics are usually correct, and I checked even like a couple of trading apps. Peloton and Neo are at like top 15, top 10 stocks being bought right now and sold. First is Tesla, of course, Apple, whatever. The other speakers can jump in and say their piece on, yeah. Nobody, you're gonna leave me hanging, you cucks.
I fell asleep. What was the ticker?
Peloton and Neo.
Yeah, I'm not involved in either.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Peloton's.
I was just
Peloton's.
surprised.
You bearish Peloton, I assume.
I couldn't care less. It's just that we have a couple of people raising their hands. Yeah, raise your hands, people. Come jump in, talk shit to us. This is the metrics that I'm not gonna repeat myself. So Peloton and Neo are in top like 10 most popular stocks still being bought, and okay, ticker symbols NIO and PT and PTON. Fuck you, you know I don't know how to spell.
Yeah,
it's all junk, but people are still buying it.
Count I.
The Peloton memberships, have they increased at all?
So Sleepy Nate just posted a good one. Nate is talking about the volume of traded stocks. I didn't even check that. Nate, this is based on the trading app volumes and social mentions. I don't fucking know also.
Oh, that has to be
why it's up
pre-market
by
numbers.
itself.
Some stocks just don't do a lot of pre-market trading, and even if they have a lot of volume later in the day, so I tend to not like pre-market trading too much.
Yeah, I just checked. Like, it's still at 8 million, 7.2 million a day volume traded. That's got to be social mention asking back holders to help themselves. That's a good joke.
All right, I've been hearing some news about the mining for batteries. Like, there's going to be a problem because, the conflict with China. They have all the minerals for this stuff. And then for making new mines, it takes up to 10 years. So we're going to have a little hiccup with the EVs.
What do you mean? What minerals?
I'm not, an expert on this, but whatever type of minerals they're using to make these batteries with, I guess there's, limited supply of it, and they need to make new mines for it. And China's basically the only one set up to produce it.
Oh, if you're ranking, sorry, that's a correct term, nations by the producing battery metals for EV supply, you will be surprised. So China is like 60% of world's graphite production and 80% of refining capacity. But that's not the actual reserves. So South Africa is at 20% of magnesium. DRC has 68% of the world cobalt, which is the biggest thing that's used. Australia is the world's second largest nickel. Chile, Argentina, Bolivia. Isn't that based in China? What's based in China is the refinement, and that is what is missing from the Western states. Iran said it also discovered the world's second largest lithium deposit. There's one in Serbia. There's a lot of that shit going around. The refinement is the problem.
Do you feel like China's trying to they're basically making friends. They're in South Africa like crazy. They just had that Iran Saudi Arabia meeting. They're trying to get them together. Like they're trying to step up on it and control this particular, because they know that oil is going to go away. We know that it's a fossil fuel. So the new wave, we know.
Okay, Aqua. So do you know why China is in Africa right now and has been for the last 10, 15 years, and all the other poor countries like Ecuador or whatever? So it's the part of a Belt and Road initiative that China is doing all around the world, and that is what's causing all these investments in these poor countries, and by the definition of their of their investment, they're putting all these poor countries into a debt, and they're fucking them, and they're taking the ownership of their properties.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we have Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, Egypt. There's a lot of them. What was the other thing that you said? I'm sorry, I blanked out. You were talking about them taking the initiative, or the what were you? Can you repeat the question?
They're basically taking the initiative to, wherever they're going to be able to acquire these types of, minerals or whatnot with those countries. They seem like they're put, like you just said, they're trying to take over. They're doing it in the fishing industry also in the Bahamas. I mean, it just feels like America's not. Yes,
China is
yes.
notorious for destroying the fishing and ocean floor everywhere they go. But did you ever hear about the Paris Club? So I don't mean the football club. So Paris Club is it's not an institution. It's countries, Western countries. Wait, chat. I'm sorry. I can't read what you're writing and talk about this shit because it's complicated. So Club de Paris, or Paris Club, is in, I don't fucking know. Is it an institution, or is it like a group? Whatever. It's Western countries. There's 22 of them, and what they do is they basically guarantee the debt that's being held by certain countries. The problem, what China is doing, is more of a cultural thing. Paris Accord is nonsense. We can't follow the chat and talk about this shit. So what China is doing is actually a cultural thing. It's more cultural than it is legal or actual influence. So what they're doing is they're spreading the shit from Western countries. West is bad. West is this. Trust us. Whatever. There is a project in Montenegro. It's a little small country in Europe. So what China did is they said, here, we are going to finance the highway for you. Here are the plans, whatever, blah blah blah. You'll get like you'll get a good discount. We'll do the project. They did the project. The project is still not finished, but the interest rates didn't get paid. The interest rates kept growing because of the contract, and EU had to step in and basically solve the situation from Montenegro from following into the Chinese ownership, that fucking highway and everything else. There is a solution against China. It's just how indoctrinated, maybe I don't know if that's the exact word, the countries that took the loan are. I mean, this is a super fucking complicated topic. It's
simple.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there a play here? Or, I mean, because the Belt and Road Initiative is very interesting, but maybe not in the limited time we have this morning. For those just joining, we're ending the call in just 14 minutes. No, thank you. It's good information. But I do want to bring it back to plays. So if there's anyone in the speaker list that has plays, go ahead. Oh, sorry to cut back in. Someone was asking us to talk about unemployment and the impact that it's had on DXY, the US dollar basket, which was up 20 basis points, I think, just the past like couple minutes. Is that what's people are referring to, or is there something else going on with unemployment and the US dollar? If anyone knows, say so in the comments. No, okay, they're all just talking about.
Did you say the U.S. dollar is pumping? Rip my puts on UUP if that's true.
It's pumping as in it's up 20 basis points. I know that Forex trades in very tight ranges, so I don't know if you consider that pumping or not. UUP is up 29 basis points in pre-market, so potentially RIP or puts.
Well, I only have another 9 months for it to go down, so we'll see.
A-okay, come on, 9 months, good lord.
What's your target on UUP?
Sorry, what was the question?
What's your strike on that UUP put if you want it to go down?
Scald, what's your...
They're 20 delta for January. I don't know the exact strike, and I'm currently driving, but I bought 20 delta puts when I bought them for January. They were leaps.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm not thinking that we'll actually surpass that number. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of press about the dollar being weakened and the BRICS are going to take over. Anyway, it's all bullshit. But the point is that people believe this and the dollar does weaken at any point in the next few months, even temporarily. Those will absolutely trend, and I will be able to bail on that position with a nice profit. And the premium on them is not terrible. Just because UUP historically is really low implied volatility, I think it's one of the main drivers. But the premium on these things, I mean, they were cheap. They were very cheap to buy. So I don't need a lot of movement. I just need one good hit.
Yeah, I was in UUP puts at the beginning of the year, and they did pretty nicely for me. The options definitely have more juice than the underlying. In this case, the EUP doesn't move all that much, but the options can really swing. Nice.
Oh, now I fucking remember what Aqua was talking about, the fuel, the fuel, the gas. So Aqua, contrary to popular belief, what the past has shown us, that during the recessions, the prices of fuel are going down because of the spending and the actual usage of the fuel is smaller during the recession times. So if you want to buy calls thinking that the fuel is going to go up because it's going to disappear, don't, at least not in a short term.
Interesting. Thank you very much. And yeah, sorry. Yes, UUP was Scald's play, but while searching for it, I accidentally typed 3 U's and then a P, and then Google auto-corrected me to TUP, which is Tupperware, and I am amazed that their share price is down 93% since 2021 began. And wow, like really what happened? And they also had like another 97% decline between 2018 to 2020. Like, what is going on with this stock? Like,
Jesus, I didn't even know that Tupperware was trading.
Yeah, Jesus, I just looked at the chart. I mean, damn.
What the fuck?
I have not seen a chart like this in a long... Like, it went up 17, 20, 200, 2,000% over the course of, like, 2020. Like, literally the pandemic. and every other time in recent history, it's just been straight down and like pure
Dude, what the
bloodshed.
fuck? Look at the earnings and revenue.
Let's take a look.
They had 1.6 billion in revenue in 2021 and only 19 million in earnings. Oh, they
Wow.
have to be diluting. There has to be stock-based compensation. I'm calling it right now. Let me check.
Huh.
There has to be like some crazy shit going on there.
Wow. I brought it up because I used to compete with them, and so I was very like, I used to watch them very, very closely, and now I'm curious if like, and when I thought about their name, my instant thought was like, oh, I wonder their stock must be dying because of all these.
Wait.
Yes.
So look at this shit. During the last 2 years, there have been 3.7 million in bought stocks and only sold 200K from the insiders. What the fuck is going on here?
Wow, weird.
Wait, in the last year, the insiders bought 3.2 million.
Yeah, but hold on.
Of
Are
stocks.
those stock grants or what's the deal? And by the way, for context, the market cap for this company is literally 100 million. Yeah, 107 million. Thanks, Trash Panda. Like, what a graph.
Wait, let me check.
Yeah, just to make note, that
No,
recent
common
peak
stock.
at December. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's a common stock.
No, I was going to say, just to make note, their peak was during that giant dip in December.
Opinion is not it's a common
Oh,
stock.
my bad.
Like,
No, I'm sorry. That was December 2020.
what the fuck is this shit?
Now, question, would Tupperware then be considered a recessionary stock because there's going to be more people trying to conserve money and making more food at home? So would we see an increase in sales during a recession?
Good one.
This
We
seems
need
like
to
a
check
deep
what the
fucking
fuck is
value
going
play.
on.
Nah, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Picking up 1,000 shares.
No. This
Just
is not
kidding,
a
just
financial
kidding.
advice.
Just kidding. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna check this shit out.
Yeah, because like if you look at it, like its peak is December of 2020. So I mean, we were all stuck in our houses and stuff like that, making more food, saving more food. So wouldn't the same apply during a recession? Was my thought.
Was
Well, it had to have been listed for a long time. Why don't you just go back to 07, 08, 09 and take a look?
Good thought.
Oh no, I'd rather go to Wendy's 4 for 4 deal, pay $4 instead of going to the grocery store paying over prices for food I'm not even gonna eat most of. And this is coming from somebody that obviously doesn't have kids, so.
No, but if you're
Yeah,
bullish
4 for 4.
Costco,
right.
like a lot of people are, then you've got to put those those bulk purchases in something, right?
The trash.
For the record, I did actually just purchase some Tupperware. I want to say like 2 weeks ago.
All right, sorry to interject, but we have just 5 minutes left, so I want to make sure that everyone who's got a play is able to say it. I'll post in the comments all the plays so far. Alexander, sorry I didn't quite catch yours, so you can type it in the comments. But for everyone else, we got 5 minutes left, so let's hear some plays before we wrap up this call.
Hello guys, speaking about the plays, if you want, I want to share what I'm gonna play today and yesterday. I'm trying to play short on gold and US Treasury bonds. The tickers are Zulu Beta, Zulu Bravo, and another one for the gold is Wolf and Charlie. So I'm playing short on this. Gold has had a little bit of run up last couple of days. Also the US bonds, 30 years bonds. So I entered yesterday a few positions, and depends what happens today. I see if I open more position, or I just stay the way I am right now. I'm betting on shorting these ones.
Excellent. From the comments, it looks like Desmond is with you on the short gold play, but wouldn't dare short treasuries. So you got more risk tolerance than he does, for sure.
Same premise for both, though? Kind of confused.
Sorry?
Well, right now, U.S. Treasury bonds, Zulu Bravo, it's a bit high. So yeah, it can go higher. I sold calls at 140 and 145. Right now, it's trading at 133, almost 134. So I'm betting that it's not gonna go higher than 140 next 60 days.
I think gold is on a breakout, so I'm gonna fade your short gold play.
Yeah, on the gold, I opened yesterday and the day before. I opened some positions, although I sold some calls, and if it goes back down below 2000, I'll make some money.
All right. Any last plays?
I have a play opinion. Ticker is SE. I have May 5th expiration, $75 strike for puts. Ticker's SE.
There's some people talking about Virgin Orbital, in the chat. I just want to mention that when Virgin Galactic was doing their launch, I bought way out of the money put, anticipating that either the Blue Origin or the Virgin Galactic spacecraft may blow up, which would be incredibly bearish. It turns out that didn't happen. But then Richard Branson diluted the stock so fucking hard that the puts printed anyway. It was literally what I estimated the effect on the stock would be if their only rocket that they ever launched exploded. And he did that to the shareholders himself by diluting them. So Virgin Orbital, Orb, enter your own risk, folks. I made some money shorting that in the past. Other Virgin space stock.
I mean, the company's so small, it's $70 million market cap, but market is about to open. Gonna hear the bell in just a second. Couple more, just calling them out from the chat. SMCI calls that open. ENPH calls that open. We got, oh wow, now you guys raise your hand. We got Walmart potentially calls. And the call, for anyone who's curious, is just moving to all the voice chats that we've got going on in Discord. So once this call is over, just move on over to the other voice channels. Well, that's it. That's the bell. Hate to end the call with 370 plus people listening in, but if you want to hear more, all you gotta do is go check out the other voice channels. I'll hop in one now right after ending this call.
How do we know which one to go to?
Just see whoever's got people in them, you know? I'm gonna start, and if they get too busy, you know, always go visit some of the others. All right. See you all tomorrow. Ooh.
That talk just closed.
Yeah, a little bit early, but I mean, I wanted to see what would happen if we set a strict kind of deadline, and I think the conversation was a little bit better. What do you guys think?
So we can talk for